The Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov has repeated Moscow's demands that Russia must first fulfill the military objectives of its full-scale invasion before renewing bilateral relations with Ukraine. Peskov says that the topic of resuming bilateral relations between the two countries was a theoretical question. He further added that Russia still needed to fulfill the objectives of its special military operation. The Kremlin spokesperson insisted that it was preferable to continue by political and diplomatic means, especially when all proposals for dialogue were rejected by Ukraine and the West. At least 8 people, including a 3-year-old child, were injured after an overnight Russian air attack on Ukrainian capital Kyiv. The Ukrainian authorities say that 4 of those injured in the attack was hospitalized, with 1 person in serious condition. The head of Kyiv's military administration says that all victims were residents of an apartment building in a district in Ukraine. Earlier, 3 people were killed and several others were wounded after a Russian drone hit a civilian bus in Ukraine's northeast Sumy region. The attack, which took place near the village of Kyiv, is about 8 kilometers from Ukraine's border with Russia. The governor of Sumy added that about 20 more passengers received injuries or were injured with varying severity. An aggravated Ukraine has also ramped up its retaliatory strikes in Russia. The Ukrainian drones targeted St. Petersburg, forcing the airports to close for 5 hours. The annual Navy Day parade is a grand affair in Moscow, which is usually televised, along with flotilla of warships and military parade. However, the event this year was scaled down after the spokesperson linked it to security threats. The Russian Defense Ministry says that the attack was successfully repelled by its air defense units, as they downed a total of 291 Ukrainian fixed-wing drones on Sunday. Russian President later visited Admiral Grigorovich Frigate of the Baltic Sea and Fleet to hail its crew for fending off the Ukrainian drone attack in the region. In another drone attack, Ukraine targeted Russia's northwestern Leningrad region, where a man died in a fire caused by a UAV debris. The region's governor informed that 3 other people were wounded in the attack. In recent weeks, both Russia and Ukraine have exchanged record number of drones and missiles, killing dozens of civilians. The Ukrainian President Zelensky has been pushing for a meeting with his Russian counterpart to end the war, with Kyiv proposing talks by the end of August. The Kremlin, however, has downplayed the likelihood of any such meeting. Both sides have also put forth different conditions for a potential ceasefire on the negotiating table. Kyiv had accused Moscow of sending only low-level officials with no decision-making power to the recent talks. Russia has called on Ukraine to effectively cede 4 regions that Moscow claims to have annexed, a demand Kyiv has called unacceptable.